Hey guys, Alan Hain here with Around Crown Point, and today I am participating in one of my favorite pastimes. I'm drinking a little beer. It's no secret that the craft beer craze is sweeping the nation, and Northwest Indiana is no exception. So when I find a local place that has a good selection of craft beer and that is not beer snobby, I want to support that. Hey everybody, I'm Alan Hain with Around Crown Point, and today I'm at Catch 22 right here in Merrillville on Route 30, and I'm with a #1 extraordinaire bartender, Alex. He's going to take me through some of their beer selection today. They've got an incredible craft beer selection here. We're going to taste 4 of them today and talk about some menu items that those go.
We have 20 beers on tap. Plus possibly at any given time another 20, maybe 25 bottles.
Okay.
So there's a great deal of beer floating around at all times, and most people are just shocked with the opportunity to have so many choices. When people sit down and they look at our taps, it takes a good 5 minutes to sit here and take it all.
And the nice thing is Alex is prepared, you know, something that's a little bit, well, you'll kind of see as we go, but in other words, he's not going to just destroy my palate as we go along. We're going to kind of make a little bit of a progression, which is one of the things I like about coming to Catch is when you come here, it's not beer snobbish, and it's the other way around, really. It's, hey, where are you at in your taste, and then where can we help you get to? And that's one of the things I like about coming in here. So what are we going to try first?
Well, first off, we have Batch 19.
Okay.
It's a Miller product, and it's listed as a Prohibition-style lager. The story behind it is that Miller actually found the beer, the recipe actually in their warehouse, and then they decided to brew it up. And this is what we have. It's called Batch 19. It's actually a very light lager. Goes very well with chicken. Fish would be really good. Salads as well. So if you're trying to do something light and tasty, this would be a great one to do.
Nice.
And there you have it. Good 1.5 inches ahead, some great body to it. And the other thing that we pride ourselves here at Catch, we have all the glassware that goes with each beer.
I noticed that.
Yeah, you see.
You see that? Look at that.
Perfect size, perfect shape with bellhorn glass. Sits here, allows you to smell the beer, brings out the notes. Even when you taste it, you can sit here and taste it. It comes out really well.
You know, I'm typically not what I call a beer sniffer.
No, exactly.
But you know what? I mean, when you're tasting a quality product, you got to enjoy it from stem to stern. You know, so
absolutely,
it's definitely got some floral notes in the nose.
Absolutely, definite floral notes. Very good. Let it sit there.
Wow, that's refreshing, no doubt.
Smooth. It tastes so good.
It does, and it's got, but this has enough flavor. Okay, so here's the thing here. This is not your typical light American beer. I mean, this has some flavor to it. But the good thing I'm going to tell you, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got it. Yeah, I mean, there we go. There we go. Let's do a little double taste.
There it is.
Very little malt backbone there, but not too much. It definitely has some hops too.
Absolutely. Not the typical Miller beer. It's something you do not expect. It's actually very few people in Northwest Indiana have it. We're one of the few people that are actually lucky to carry Batch 19 and actually have it here. You can't find it in the bottle. You can't get it in the store. So definitely something to come check out if you want to try something.
Awesome. That's a great start. What do we got next?
Next up, Fat Tire, made by New Belgium. Probably one of the more popular craft beers in the area. You'll see it all over the place. Fat Tire, to me, it's actually an amber ale. And the great thing about Fat Tire is it pretty much goes with anything. You can do it with beef, you can do it with steak, you can do pretty much anything with it. It's real light, and it just kind of follows and flows with whatever it is that you're eating. There we go, beautiful.
Perfect pour.
Try as hard as you can. But it's beer, so it can't technically go wrong. But as you notice, once again, the New Belgium glass, kind of the snifter shape. So therefore, you can sit here. Once again, you're pulling all the notes back up to the top. And just like with wine, like you're saying, beer sniffing. It's not something you normally do, but beer is a lot like wine. People wine drinkers tend to look down at beer drinkers because it's beer. But in actuality, it's a lot of similarities to it as far as taste and the actual culture of it. Really
definitely.
A great thing.
So there you go. Right in the right glass again.
Right.
This is definitely malty. This is way on the malt side.
Absolutely.
I get a little black licorice in there, not overboard like with a stout or anything, but
not at all. Not at all. It has some flavor to it. It's still light, so you're still able to eat.
Yeah. Highly recommend, again, very approachable. So if you're somebody that's new to craft beer, that's a great place to start right there.
Absolutely. And going with beef, Wednesday nights, $5 hamburgers, $1 domestic bottles. If you don't feel like doing domestics, you want to stick with craft beer, get the burger at $5, and then spend your money on the great beer. Have that tire. It goes well with it. It just flows right on down. We're stepping into Southern Tier 2 times IPA.
Okay.
Normally when people say IPA, a lot of people, their faces, they drop automatically. They start curling up at the lips because they're thinking really hoppy. I'm going to sit here and smash you square in the face with something good. This actually is probably the most fun beer that surprises everyone.
Well, because I have to tell you, I'm a total hophead.
Oh,
so
I understand.
So but I've never tried this. Okay, so right away, I mean,
Yeah.
the citrus just kill. I mean, the citrus that hits you.
Just pours itself out.
Beautiful, like a lot of floral in there. Citrus and floral, heavy in the nose. Beautiful though. I mean, that's what I want in
And
an
it looks
IPA.
good too. I mean, look at the
Oh yeah, beautiful. You know what? That is, when I go for a double IPA, yeah, I'm really expecting my tongue to get sucked down my throat from the hops.
Exactly.
That is not overpowering at all.
Scary. Absolutely
Wow.
scary.
Listen, if you're a hophead, seriously, and you live in the area, that right there is worth your visit here.
Absolutely. Southern Tier 2 times IPA. Now, last but not least, the coup de grace, probably our best seller. And as far as our beer on tap, probably the most expensive, but the best, the strongest beer I had, Dragon's Milk. Made
The
by
strongest.
The strong part of the High Gravity series. It's 10% alcohol, so beware. Smell it.
The other thing with this one, guys, is Alex will tell you, this one is aged in whiskey barrels, right? So you can smell when you go right
smell
to
the
the nose. Yeah, you can smell the whiskey in there, which is kind of cool when you're drinking a beer.
Absolutely.
And you can see they're not going to serve you in a gigantic glass here because they.
Yeah, we actually we implore your safety. We do not encourage you to injure yourself or others. So like a 10-ounce glass. Yeah, a lot of people will do one and then they won't want to do another one.
Yeah.
Because it is that heavy. But I'm gonna let you taste it first.
Yeah,
that
let's
way
do
you
that.
can find out.
It tastes like whiskey.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. But it
I
goes
mean,
down so well.
that is a dessert. That's a dessert beer. We were talking about that earlier.
Absolutely. We had the same conversation. A bunch of my coworkers were sitting here debating what would you put with Dragon's Milk, and I said off the bat, do not drink this before you eat. Otherwise, you'll fill you up, and you won't have anything left for dinner. You won't be able to drink anything else.
Oh,
It's absolutely phenomenal. It goes down very, very well. It might even have, with the whiskey taste and the whiskey feel to it, definitely goes probably very well with chocolate. We have a great flourless chocolate cake here, something you definitely try with that. I would definitely save that for last on your way out the door, and definitely give yourself some time to ease on down, because at 10%, if you had a couple before, please be safe. That is probably the strongest beer in the house.
yeah, make sure you have a designated driver.
Please do, absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what, thanks for watching all 10 minutes of this video. If you've made it to the end, you have definitely gotten a good education in craft beer. And again, if you're looking for a place to go, watch a game, experience some great beer, great atmosphere, and good food too, by the way. I love the grown-up grilled cheese. You have definitely got to check out Catch 22, right there on the corner of 30 and Broadway in Merrillville. I'm Alan Hain with Around Crown Point. I'll see you around the square.